Hi, and welcome to Tech Talk, the Banker's video series on everything fintech. I'm Joy Macknight, technology editor at The Banker, and I'm here at the ING Fintech Village in Belgium. And with me is David Dab, Chief Innovation Officer at ING Belgium, and also Philippe Bergez, who is head of the Fintech Village. Thanks so much for joining me today. So why did ING set up the Fintech Village?
Yes, actually we want to solve a problem, and the problem we want to solve, it's difficult for a startup to work with a bank, and it's difficult for a bank to work with a startup. It's actually very difficult, and solving this problem is very important for the bank because there's potential to leverage there, and also for the startup. So that's why we're here, right? It's to solve together with a startup that problem.
So what lessons did you learn from running the program last year?
First of all, it's a lot of hard work, right? And a lot of commitment, both from the startups and ING to make it work, and our partners actually, because we do that together with partners, with Deloitte, with Swift InnoTribe, with IBM, and so on. It's a lot of hard work for everyone. That's the first lesson. The second lesson is that if you want to make it work, it's essential to have business sponsorship, because the purpose here is to test technologies that startups have, and if it works, and actually to make it work so that we can adopt it. And therefore, business sponsorship, people that have pain points, that want to make it work because it's going to solve an important problem for them is, I think this is the magic trick, actually.
Philippe?
I fully agree, and the sponsors is what is making the difference, and I think if you talk to the startups, they will confirm that that is what makes the difference with other accelerators. The only thing we forgot to tell them, and that it's really hard work.
So how did you actually choose the 10 startups that are in this cohort?
There are 4 criteria, right? The 3 first criteria are the classical one. It needs to be a great concept, a great idea. It needs to be a great team, very important. There must be strategic fit with the bank. It's pretty obvious, but that's not enough. If we cannot find a sponsor in the bank, with a senior executive say, wow, this startup, if it works, we don't know because these are startups at MVP stage, right? If it works, it really solves an important problem. Therefore, I want to get them in. I'm going to spend time with them. I'm going to put my resources, my time, my energy to make it work because it's important for me. Unless we have that person and that person is committed, available, and so on, even the best startup is not going to come here, right? So this is how we select them. We have very different type of startups. Some are really early stage. Others are more established companies, but they want to test something new that they haven't tested. So it's again innovation. You don't know if it's going to work. We have a broad variety of companies here.
And Philippe, what does the actual 4-month program consist of?
Yes, it's a 2-track program. In fact, you have 2 tracks like a good railway. You have the proof of concept track, and then you have the masterclass. The proof of concept is really to work together with the bank to test the solution of the startup to see if it works for the bank and if we can go forward. It's not a playground because the goal is really, can we do business together to improve the life of our customers? The second track is the program, and it starts with Professor Jerry Engel, who together with Steve Blank invented the lean startup methodology. And based on the business model canvas and the customer value proposition, we structured the program for them so that from a menu, they can pick the things that help them to mature as a company.
And maybe if I can add to that, right? The program is really tailor-made because the objective is not just to run an accelerator. We mean business, right? The idea is that to make it work so that we can become a client, a partner of the startup. And therefore, we tailor-made the program towards that objective.
Okay. And how does the program actually fit into ING's digitalization strategy?
Look, this is one of the facets of what we do in terms of innovation. That's one of the ways we engage with the fintech ecosystem. It's not the only way. We have different models, different ways to engage depending on the maturity of the companies. But for early stage startup, that's what we do here with that level of intimacy. So indeed, it contributes to innovation in general, but not just digitization. We have companies here that do cyber, that we have companies that help leverage cloud technology, and so on. It's pretty diverse.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.